Okay, second grade. Hi. We are going to continue today's lesson with, I think it's a fun activity, a little bit different. So, what you need is you're going to need a paper and some crayons or a pencil or something, because I'm going to play some music. And while you listen to it, I want you to either draw a picture if you're a person who thinks in pictures, or you can write words if you're more of a person who thinks in words about what you think this song is about. The composer of this song wanted the song to tell a story. The song tells a story. So when you're drawing your picture, one thing you do not want to draw is instruments, because you do need instruments to make a song. But that's not what this song is about. Does that make sense? It's like if you were sitting there reading a book and somebody said, "What is that book about?" And you said, "Words." And I mean, unless you're reading like a dictionary, I don't think your book is about words, but you need words to make a book. You know what I mean? So you need instruments to make music, but that's not what this song is about. It's supposed to tell a story. And I want you to think, if you can draw, what the music makes you think about, what the story might be. And this one you might have heard before. So this one might be a little bit easier to think and draw. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put the music on, and then I'm just going to let you be. So you can pause and you can get your materials, get some paper, get some crayons, and then I'll turn the music on. Just let it play. I'm just going to do it once on the video, but if you finish that part and you think, "Oh, I need more time to draw," you can always rewind, and then you can listen to it again before you move on and I tell you what the story's about, because I want to see if you can get kind of close to what you think it's about. All right, let me get the music ready, and then I'm going to give you some time, okay? It starts very quiet, and then it gets louder. Hear it? I'll turn it up. All right, so if you want to pause it and rewind, you can. if you want some more time to draw, because spoiler alert, in a minute, I'm going to tell you what it really is. Okay? All right. So that song is called In the Hall of the Mountain King by Edvard Grieg. So the Mountain King is a troll king. So some kids, they did use this song in the movie Trolls. So some kids do draw trolls when we listen to this. But Edvard Grieg did mean for this to be about trolls. So that's kind of cool. And if you had something about sneaking or chasing, that happens in this story too. So let's read the story, and you can kind of hear how it goes with the music. All right. In the country of Norway, a boy named Per lived on the forest edge where the trees and mountains are tall. His little house faced west, so he could always see the sea. There he is. When the sun was out and the smell of adventure was in the air, Per loved to go exploring. He always found treasure. Rocks that were round and sparkly, lizards that were brown and bumpy, and trees with branches spaced just right for a boy to climb. One day, Per ventured through the forest and out the other side, further than he had ever been before. There he found the best treasure of all, a castle. Does that look like a friendly castle? People had often told stories of a mysterious mountain king who lived beyond the forest. Maybe this was his castle. Per couldn't wait to find out, so he slipped through the front gate. At first, he tiptoed along, careful not to make a sound, his eyes wide at all the wonders before him. The stories were true. He saw the mountain king's riches with his own eyes. From passage to passage and room to room, Per grew more confident. Maybe he could be the king. He walked and marched. He skipped and spun on the marble floors, wishing the day would never end. Per rounded a corner, and who did he bump into but the Mountain King himself? Per had been so enchanted he had forgotten one important thing. He was an uninvited guest. Fear of the Mountain King's fury seized Per. Fear of dark dungeons. Fear of never again seeing his little house by the sea. Per ran like he had never run before. The Mountain King bounded after him, but Per was faster. As Per raced through the castle, he slammed doors behind him, hoping to slow down the Mountain King just enough to escape. They ran and ran. Doors slammed and slammed. Each door brought Per one step closer to freedom, but the Mountain King was getting nearer and nearer. One last door stood before Per, one final door until he was free. He ran, he jumped, he slid through the door. Slam! Okay, my friends, so what I would like to do is play the recording for you and show you the pictures in the book so you can see how the song goes with the recording. So let me get this started here. I got to rewind. Okay, so at the beginning, it's very quiet. It starts with Per tiptoeing into the castle. This is when he is being very sneaky. This is him being very sneaky, tiptoeing into the castle. Nobody notices him. And then he gets a little bit confident and he starts to march. And he's helping himself to some of the treasures. You see this? He's got a crown. He's got a necklace on, helping himself. This is when he runs into the king. Run away! Run away! And this is where he's slamming doors. Here comes the big one. And that's the end. All right, pretty cool. Okay, so the reason second grade that I wanted to listen to this today, other than it just being, awesome, is that it has some stretched notes in it. I don't know if you noticed or not, but when we're doing bum 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 bum. And there's some stretch notes. Let's try it this way. Ready? Bum 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 bum. Okay, so we're gonna get up in a minute. And I'm going to get a scarf. If you're in the music room and you want to pause and get a scarf, you can. If you're at home, maybe you can use like a dish towel from your kitchen for a scarf. And if you don't have a scarf, it's not the end of the world. I just think it's more fun that way. You can do this without a scarf. But what we're going to do is we're going to kind of dance around the room. But when we get to the stretch notes, think of a way you could do a stretch note with a scarf. So, or maybe, or maybe, I don't know. Think of a way you can show your stretch note with a scarf. All right, I'm going to put the song back on. And I think it would be fun too if like at the beginning, our dance was more like tiptoes. Now, of course, we never run in the music room. So even when it's fast, you can like shuffle, pretend, but we're not going to run. This is the music room after all, or home. Don't run in your house. big one. All right. Great job, friends. I hope you had really a lot of fun learning about In the Hall of the Mountain King by Edvard Grieg. I'll see you next time. Bye.